What's going on, guys? We are Tottenham TV here, back with another post-match fan show. Apologies for the delay, but we are here now live. We're taking callers. We're taking your opinions on Spurs' 1-0 victory against Arsenal in our last pre-season game before the new season. I'm here with John Cooper. How you doing, John?
Hi.
Glad to have you as always, mate.
Glad to be here, yeah. Always good to beat Arsenal, isn't it? Even in a friendly.
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually.
It's a good feeling. It doesn't matter it's a friendly. And by the way, it wasn't really played as a friendly today, was it? Because 5 yellow cards, a lot of spiky challenges.
Spike and bite.
Højbjerg clashing with Arteta on the touchline. There's all these little niggling battles going on, wasn't there?
Arteta, what an arsehole. I'm sorry, he was outside of his area, his technical area. Højbjerg comes over and he's still going like, Arteta's doing this.
Yeah, what an idiot. And
I wish Højbjerg just goes in there.
Arteta was basically on the pitch when Højbjerg was trying to keep
exactly,
it in.
yeah.
I don't know what Arteta was complaining about.
Yeah.
He was completely
Don't like that
wrong.
guy.
Anyway, they ended up on the losing side anyway. So it was a nice victory, a good performance, a good game of football, actually. I quite enjoyed it. And I've quite enjoyed the Mind series overall. It was a good game on Wednesday night, I felt, when we played Chelsea. And it was a good game today against Arsenal.
So who's won it then?
I think Chelsea won it because we needed 2 goals today to win the game. Because you get a point for every goal you score, as well as the points you get with the win. So we ended up finishing second, but...
not quite the Audi Cup then, is it?
Not quite, unfortunately. Look, the Mind series, second in the Mind series. You got the silver, we're second there.
That's
runners up.
Typical Spurs,
it's all
isn't
right.
it? Yeah, nice.
It's not too bad being
Silver.
runners up. It's better than being third, I guess. So there you go. Look, we
Bridesmaids.
are taking callers. The link is on the community section. So click the link and come on and have your say about all things Tottenham. It doesn't have to be just about the game today. It's about anything. Maybe
I'd like to know about the season as well. What people think about the season. Where do you think we'll finish? What do you think Nuno will do?
Yeah, and we can discuss.
I'm interested to know about that.
Discuss the potential offer for Lautaro Martinez. Discuss the potential deal, whatever's happening with Harry Kane. As always, people always want to talk about that. So we'll have to come on and talk about whatever you want to talk about. But the season does start in a week's time. Do you think we're getting ready for it? What do you reckon about this team? Are we ready for the new season?
Well, of course, we're getting ready for it. I mean,
but are we
every
ready
team
for
gets
it?
ready for it.
Yeah, but are we ready for it?
I mean, I would say squad-wise, we're in a worse position than we were this time last season. A lot worse. But I do think that Nuno's a better man-manager than Mourinho, so I think we could squeeze something more out than we did last season, potentially. But I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, we'll know after the first 10 games or so. But I do have a better feeling about Nuno than I did about Mourinho, personally.
And you were right, I guess, in your instincts about Mourinho. You said it'd be gone within 18 months.
I did, and with 17 months he got sacked. So. And
you said he wouldn't win a trophy.
Exactly, yeah. But I do get a better feeling with Nuno. I'm not saying he'll be successful, but I get the impression that he understands the DNA and the ethos, your word, of Spurs. A bit
so
more.
say it now. How long is he going to last?
Do you know what? Nuno's got a tougher job than Mourinho had.
Yeah.
Squad-wise, he does. A lot of players wanting to leave now, whereas before, a lot of players were actually believing in the philosophy and believing that Mourinho could do something. So he's actually got a much harder job. But I actually think that Nuno can squeeze a lot more out of the players based on the fact that I think he's a better man manager. But I still, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him. This could be a transition season, So,
is he going to win a trophy at Spurs? Yes or no?
I don't think so. No.
Is anyone ever going to win a trophy?
No, never. not under Levy and Enoch. No.
Is it now a law?
No, I think the best you're going to hope for is a League Cup final.
Is it now a law of physics at Spurs?
It's a law of physics. You can mathematically work it out now.
We can never win a trophy. We're never going to win.
No,
but
I do like Nuno though. I get when he said he goes, "We will make you proud. We will make you proud." Like he actually shows a bit of emotion, which Mourinho didn't do. It reminds me of Poch, when he first came in. So from that respect, I think the players will like him. I think you're going to see a bit more from Dele Alli this season.
All right. Should we start getting callers on? Are we ready?
Is that Brian?
All right, let's get Brian Daigle.
Is that Brian?
He's there waiting in the background. I'm sure Brian has a lot to say.
Come on,
How
Brian.
you doing, Brian? Nice to see you, my friend.
All doing good, guys. All doing good. Pleasure to see you as well, John. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's good to be nice in the grey, rainy UK. Yeah.
After being in Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I went from Caribbean to North London.
Oh, what an adventure, eh? If only it could be the other way round.
Exactly.
Come back over this side of the pond.
Yeah.
Brian, we beat Arsenal 1-0 today. It's always nice to win a North London derby, isn't it?
Mate, there's no, like I said, there's no friendlies. It's an oxymoron. Spurs Arsenal friendly does not exist. It's always a pleasure beating that lot. 3 times we played them at the new stadium. 3 times we've beaten them. Every goal scored against them is like goal of the month, goal of the season. So yeah, it's always fantastic. I was very happy with the performance as well, in all honesty.
Yeah, what stood out for you today in the performance?
2 players I really want to mention is Japhet Tanganga, who I think was superb. I really don't want him going out on loan, especially over to Turkey. And most importantly, Lucas.
Oh, is there a bit of feedback?
Sorry, wait 1 sec, Brian. We just got a little bit of feedback. Just 1 second.
I'm getting a repeat from I can hear my echo.
Maybe you said it twice.
It's fine. Keep going. So Japhet Tanganga today, he played a right back. Yeah, he had a fantastic performance. He pretty much made the goal as well. So do you see him more as a right back or a centre back still?
I actually see him as a centre back. I think with him, I think he's going to be the position that is made for him is on the right of a back 3. That position there, so he can cover kind of both. But I think he's a superstar in the making. I really do. I can't rate him highly enough. I think he is fantastic. A little bit concerning how easily he's picking up injuries, and I heard something that he may have picked up a slight knock at the end of the game.
He did. He went straight off. He went straight off injured. Yeah, when he went.
There you go. I mean, this is another reason why I don't want him going to Turkey, because that league is brutal. It is absolutely brutal. And
throwing flares off the crowd.
They'll chuck a dead goat at him or whatever they sacrifice. So if he goes on loan, I want it to be a mid-table Premiership or maybe a very high line. I said yesterday on Hotspur's channel, Bournemouth I think would be a great place with him with Scott Parker. If he was to go on loan, I don't want him to go on loan. I think he's sensational, but the one that really is standing out for me, and I said it in the chat when you were doing the watch along, is Lucas. I think this, not only this
the more a sexual fan club. Come on.
What I think he's improved on is, what I was hating was his decision making and his passing, and he really seems like, we saw what he did last season under Mourinho, and he was superb. But it looks like he's just worked on his decision making and his passing, and was outstanding this pre-season.
I think he's the most underrated player at the football club.
That's a shout. That's a shout.
I really do. I think he's the most underrated player at the club.
He's one of those guys, John, where we've needed to find a position that is his. And I think he started showing that under Mourinho last season. We saw the influence he was having from that position. You got to look at his work rate. That man does not stop.
Exactly.
His energy is, and it's always a pleasure to see the main man, my favourite player, Højbjerg, who is just honestly, I love that man so much. He's fantastic. But Lucas and Tanganga for me were the standout players.
Where do you see his position? Because I see Lucas, he's a number 10 for me. He shouldn't be out. When he plays on the wing, he's wasted a little bit. But when he's in that kind of like fulcrum position, you know, he makes the difference.
Like he was with Mourinho. Mourinho.
But it took him a while to actually get a place in the team, didn't it?
It did. And what I hated about with that position is he was playing so well there. And then when Son got injured against the filth at the Emirates, we kind of moved him back out to the wing, and I was like, well, why are you moving our most influential player at the moment?
He was most influential player,
So I agree with you, this John. I think that is his position.
Yeah.
And I think he's nailed it. Again, do you know what? I'm going to say something that's controversial. Everyone's talking about Delhi. I think he was poor again today. Okay, he hit the post.
I thought he played quite well today, Delhi.
He hit the post a couple of times. We saw the stupid tackle that got him a yellow card, and it's all right doing it against MK Dons and Leyton Orient, but those 2 chances in the Premier League, you need to take them. You need to take them, and he's just not as he doesn't get a hold of the games like he used to in his first 2 seasons, and I'm just not happy with him. He may prove me wrong, and I'd love him to prove me wrong, but I'm just not happy with his performances.
All right, fair enough. And just one more question, Brian. A week away from the season, how are we shaping up? What do you think?
We're shaping up good. Again, what I want to see this week is hopefully Tomiyasu get done. There needs to be no more excuses. The Olympics is over. Everything's done. Get these deals in. Hopefully, I think most importantly, I just want some kind of stays or Kane goes. Just get it done with this week so it's done with. And also, let's just have a week where hopefully we can get some Deadwood out. That's the most important. We need to get these people out rather than as much as we need people in, we need these attitudes out.
All right.
Cheers, Brian.
No worries. One final thing, guys. I'm going to put the link in the chat again. Like I said, at 4 p.m. Toronto time or Eastern, and 9 p.m. UK time. Brian Ireland and Myers channel, Tottenham on Tour, are going live for the very first time. So I'm going to put the link in the chat as soon as I get off. And if anyone can subscribe or come and join us, we'd love to see you. But boys, always a pleasure coming on the show.
Always good to see you, Brian. Thanks for coming on. And everyone go over 9 o'clock to go check out Tottenham on Tour. I'm sure it's going to be a great chat. I'm looking forward to it.
Can I also say, that's what I was saying about, like it's great that we got all these people that come on, support our channel, but then they're inspired to create their own channels and they've got their own followings. And it's created this nice little Spurs family, this nice little Spurs network. And actually, I just want to give a shout out to WeAreTottenhamTV.memes right, on Instagram. Please follow these guys. They are absolutely hilarious. Fantastic. They actually need a lot more support. They need a lot more followers. The stuff they do is fantastic. They take little clips from Ben and Sim and they just put their own little spin on it. It's like they change the context of it. Please check them out. WeAreTottenhamTV.memes, I think it is, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Or meme or
on
memes,
Instagram.
Yeah. Please check them out on Instagram. Absolutely fantastic guys as well. So please do that. But yeah, it's really good to see people like Brian. We've got a lot of the Irish Hotspur, Matt Hayes and stuff. Everyone's sort of like they're feeling the confidence to create their own channels as well. Please all support everyone's channel because we're all Spurs family here. So let's do that. So cheers, Brian.
No worries. And as always,
Come on, you Spurs. Oh, leave me out. Of course, of course.
Never
always leave me out.
See you
Love
later,
it, Brian. Come on.
Cheers, Daigle.
See you, mate. All right, that was good to hear from Brian. He was very angry about Delhi today. What do you reckon?
Delhi's one of those players. He's like Marmite, isn't he? Like he's a tricks and flicks type player. He's not someone that's going to like get stuck in and like put in the sliding tackles, and he's not someone that's going to be he's not. What he's good at is that he plays the free spirit in the team, and so when you're a team that camps out in the opposition's half and you've got possession, you've got like control of the ball. When you give him the ball, he's like the free spirit. He can unlock the defenses. But when you don't have that, then he can look a little bit like a bit of a lazy player. He can look a little bit like he's just messing about too much, So he is a little bit of a Marmite player. You either love him or you hate him. I don't think he did that much wrong today, but I think he's going to get the scrutiny is going to come on him when he plays against a team that presses, I'd say.
Yeah, Man City on Sunday.
Yep, we'll find out.
Definitely. Also, don't forget, guys, if you want to send us any tweets out, We Are Tottenham TV on Twitter. We will react to any content or opinions you guys want to tag us in. So make sure you're getting involved on Twitter and we'll go through that as well. Let's get Dan THFC on. Hey, Dan, you all right? Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm great, especially after a win like that. North London derby couldn't be better.
Yeah, it's always nice to beat the Arsenal, isn't it? It was a good performance. What did you take away from that game?
I took away a fantastic Jaffa Tanganga. Jaffa Tanganga today was top level. It was sad to see him walk away with an injury at the end. But another thing I saw was a team that wouldn't stop irritating Arsenal for the ball. I saw a typical Højbjerg that, you know how Højbjerg is, going up to Arteta and giving him how he is. But, definitely.
I like that.
I saw a lot of positive stuff today.
Yeah, and when you see how we played today, are you seeing a bit of a difference on Nuno's kind of stamping his authority on the team yet, or is it too early to say for you?
I think, but obviously it's preseason, so we can't take it too much to heart. We can't start singing we're going to win the league or something, but it's looking positive. We're in the right direction. You can only beat what's in front of you, and I think what Nuno's doing, I think Paratici and Nuno right now are doing something fantastic. I heard Romero, when he got contacted by Tottenham, he said that as soon as he saw the plan that Paratici had for the club, he could not say no to that offer. So obviously there's something going on behind the scenes that's actually definitely working. But I'm really, really excited for this next season.
Really? That's interesting. Do you think we're in a better position this season than we were at the start of last season?
Yeah, because at the start of last season, we weren't in a good position. Now, midway through that season when we were top of the league, we were in a fantastic position. But I remember in the start of that season when we lost to Everton, we came back from having an average season, our first season in a long time without Champions League football. Obviously now we're in the Conference League, which is much better. But yeah, I mean, look, we're in a better position transfer-wise and ambition-wise. We seem to be trying to get away with the Deadwood. So I'm really, really excited for next season.
Brilliant. All right, Dan, always good to speak to you, my friend.
Where are you calling from, Dan?
Florida. We're here
Florida.
to travel to.
Okay, nice. Whereabouts?
I see.
Tampa?
You should have sounded him out and given him a piece of your mind. That's what you should have done,
I
Dan.
was looking for him.
Check every beach.
I'm just
I'm
imagining
from
Dan. I'm just imagining Dan
Miami.
patrolling the streets with a baseball bat at like
Yeah.
1 in the morning. just looking for-
Kaina, where are you?
Where are you, Harry? Come out! Stop hiding, Harry. All right, Dan.
Cheers,
Always
Dan.
good to see you, mate. Unfortunately, we're on a bit of a limited time today, but it's always good to see you, and I'll speak to you soon.
Great, for having me. See you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs.
Nice one.
Come
Come
on, you
on.
Spurs.
Enoch out.
Love
Enoch
it.
out. There we go.
Love
Got
it.
Enoch
Even
out there.
Dan's on it. Brad, straight in there. Brad is live on the show. How you doing? Apologies,
Brad,
there's no break. We're straight into it, Brad. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and
Live.
clear.
Because I couldn't hear Daniel, unfortunately. And
Oh, that's
Yeah.
we didn't get many comments about that, so
Yeah.
I think maybe you were. I'm hoping you were alone in that, unfortunately. But
flicked
go on.
around, and I suddenly found the screen with everyone. I lost you guys, and that's why I put you guys on, and suddenly I'm on the screen. So apologies if you had someone else in mind to come on before me. But,
no, not at all, Brad.
You jumped
Not
the
at all.
queue, mate. You jumped the queue.
Maybe you somehow did it yourself. I don't know. Maybe you've hacked the back end. I think, Brad. Maybe I think that's the case. Look, Brad, we've beaten Arsenal 1-0 today. Well, good win on the North London derby. What did you make of the game?
I thought we started well. First 10, 15 minutes. And I thought we gave away too much possession to Arsenal in the first half. I thought we were under it a little bit. Yeah, and I thought we didn't flow very well in that first half. We looked okay when we got forward, a few movements at forward, but I thought we gave them too much possession, which, if it had been at the Emirates, fair enough. But because we're at home, I was a little bit disappointed in that. But in the second half, we improved. And I thought we to be fair, the goalkeepers didn't. I think Lloris made one decent save, and that was it, really. I thought Reguilon actually had a good game today. I thought against Chelsea he was poor, but today I think his defensiveness was a lot better. He made some good tackles, and he always looked a threat going forward. I also thought that I was hearing what Brian was saying about Tanganga, and I totally agree. But I thought Tanganga against Chelsea was stepping back too much. With the Chelsea goal especially, and I thought today he moved forward and got into the tackles and won the ball and that sort of thing. I thought Lucas was Lucas. I totally agree. He should be on the inside because the one thing that central defenders hate is a player running at them. If you're on the wing and you're a left back or a right back, you can force that player out one way. And Lucas, I don't think, is the best player at getting to a byline and crossing the ball. So if you're a defender, you just play him to that byline and you just keep him out. If he's in the centre, then he's much more difficult to keep out, and he can go either way and be effective. I thought Dele Alli had some instances today where he looked like his old self. Again, when he's further forward, I think he's a lot better. And I think I know people say, "Oh, we've given him all this time." I think it's just fine tuning with Dele. It's a fine margins game. He hit the post twice and put it wide. Other games that can go in. Maybe it will go in against City. Who knows? And I think he's just trying to get that stuff going, and that'll only come if he plays more and more games. I think you could argue, well, we haven't got time to give him more and more games, but I thought he showed glimpses today. But I still think he's better as that further forward player. I don't think he's a central midfielder. He's a player. He does his flicks and he gets behind the defence.
He's a flicks and tricks player.
I think that's his position. That's where he scored his goals. And I think that's where he needs to. How you fit him into the team, I don't know. If you've got Son and hopefully Kane, do you play him behind them, or how do you do it with two up front, maybe that sort of thing? I don't know, but I certainly thought there were instances there where he could be good. I think, but again, make or break season for him this season, definitely.
Yeah. Got any other questions?
And his hair?
Sorry.
And his hair?
Ah, Nelly Marley.
Brilliant.
Man, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing with Dele, isn't it? He's got all these other interests, but if you have other interests, fine. As long as you put your 100% into your football and give your all to Tottenham Football Club. You know,
That's what I was. That's what I would say. It looks as though this season he really wants it, and it really means something to him.
Yeah.
Like when he missed that first chance, and he hit the post. He like pulled his shirt up and he was biting on it. It was like he really wants it, and I can really feel that. Whereas I probably didn't feel that so much the last 2 seasons. I feel as though he kind of like was drifting around a little bit mentally.
He was having a good time, and
he was like too much of a playboy like the last 2 years. But I think this season he's like, okay, I've had the girls that I want. I've got the pad, you know. I think this season he's like, right, I'm going to go back to football and go back to basics. I really want to try hard. I got that impression today. I really did.
No, I think you're right there. And again, it's still a make or break season for him. But I thought he showed glimpses today.
Yeah.
I love I don't know if you saw the interview with Højbjerg after the game. I thought that was brilliant.
Oh, we didn't see that.
Yeah, no, it's really good. He more or less basically sort of, he must be really pleased, and he more or less was saying, well, yeah, but we've got a lot more to do, sort of thing, you know. And
that's what you want to hear, isn't it?
Good, and he's just really up for it, I think, and that's why. I did like that. Yeah, there's an argument he should be captain. You know, he's captain anyway, isn't he, on that pitch? So. You know, so I think the captaincy is a bit of a non-issue at football these days. I really do, because you just you know, it's the old cliche of having 11 captains out there. You know, you're not really, unless you're captain. And I'm going back to the days when my dad used to watch football. When you go back to Danny Blanchflower being the manager's voice on the pitch and doing things and actually changing things on the pitch, I'm not so sure that happens much these days with the modern game. But yeah, Højbjerg, I was very impressed with that. And yeah, he's. And I suddenly had the thought, that's probably the first. This season will be the first time he's played in front of a full house at Tottenham. He's had those couple of games where we've had a few fans in.
True.
This is the first time we'll see him. Well, certainly me. I haven't been to any of the other games, but when I go to the game next week against City, it'll be the first time at a live game I'd be watching Højbjerg with a complete crowd there. So I'm looking forward to that, definitely.
All right, Brad, always good to speak to you, my friend.
Thanks, Brad.
And looking forward to getting your views over the season. It's going to be a long old season, I think. And
I'll be around.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. And we'll get you on soon. Good to see you, mate.
Cheers, guys. Have a good
Thanks,
one.
Brad. Thanks, mate.
Bye.
All right, that was Brad Matthews giving his expert opinion on what was going on at the moment.
Yeah. I was going to ask him what his first game was, like what kind of era, but
next time.
Next time. Who's this? Cooper, another Cooper
Eden,
man.
another Cooper. You relate? Wait.
Are we related?
Are you related? I don't know. He's a Cooper. He's a Cooper. You're a Cooper.
There's a lot of Coopers in England.
There's a lot of Coopers. Maybe distantly. You never know. Maybe you got
who
a long
knows,
lost
mate?
cousin.
Eden, who knows?
Do you have any Italian family?
Are you Italian? Eden?
I'm half Italian, yeah.
Half Italian. I don't have any Italian in me.
No Italian family. Wait, what about the other half?
I had an Italian girlfriend for a while.
We're part of the Spurs family. How about that?
Wait, an Italian girlfriend?
I had an Italian
What was her name?
Valeria.
Do you know Valeria? Maybe. I don't know.
This is getting too close for comfort.
Brilliant. Eden, what would you make of the game today? It was a nice victory today against the old enemy. It's always good to beat those lot, isn't it?
Yeah, always nice to be Arsenal. I think it's always good. Also, we're playing in a week time, so other 90 minutes in the tank. I think it was a good game overall.
Yeah, it was a good performance. Who were your standouts today? And do you reckon there were players really staking a claim to be in the team next week against Man City?
I really liked Tanganga. I think he showed that he wants to stay. I think I said this last week when I came on. I think we should keep it. I don't think he should go on loan. I think he brings a lot of physicality. I think his physicality is a bit underrated because he's a big lad. I think if he gets more minutes in the Premier League, more experience, I think he can have a good season. And I think it's wasted for him to go in Turkey. If he has to get a loan, I would rather it being in England. But I would actually keep it. And I think he's going to start next week. And I also liked Delhi. He was a bit frustrating, but one thing I'm liking about Delhi this season, well, even if it's only in pre-season, it's his work rate. I think compared to the last couple of seasons, he's getting more involved in the game. He's dropping a bit deeper to get the ball when he can't get it. At least he's more active in that way, and I think that's good. And once he gets those goals, today he was unlucky hitting the post twice. I think he's going to have a good season. Also, Lucas, I think I agree with Brian earlier. I think he's going to have a good season as well. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think it's all about getting the momentum, and at the end of the day, all we want as fans is the players to work hard, and eventually the results will come.
Okay. And also, Eden, you obviously the rumours about Lautaro Martinez today. What were you thinking when you heard those the links? It looks like at the moment, with Lukaku going to Chelsea, it's probably unlikely at this point. But how good of a deal would it be for Spurs? Do you think if we can get him through the door?
Yeah, he's a great player. I've watched him many times here with Serie A, but I think it's impossible for him to come because Inter, they can't afford getting rid of their top 2 strikers. I think it's unless they get 2 more strikers once Lukaku leaves,
right.
which is unlikely because they're probably only just going to get Edin Dzeko from Roma.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to sell Lukaku because the fans are really pressing on the board. They're really angry with them selling Hakimi in the first place. Now they got rid of Lukaku, so I can't see them selling Martinez as much as I would love to see him with us, but very unlikely. So I think we should concentrate on other targets, another striker, because we need a backup striker if Kane stays, but we need definitely another top striker if he leaves. And hopefully we can get another right back, another centre back. Still some work to do.
All right. Eden, good to speak to you, my friend. See you again
See you,
soon. I'm
cuz.
sure we're going to see you over the season. Don, what are you going to say?
No, I said speak to you soon for Man City because finally Premier League is on the way.
Exactly. Looking forward to next season. It's going to be a long season. I'm sure we're going to get many of your opinions throughout the season, mate. And I'm looking forward to it. We'll see you soon.
Cool. Have a good one. Come on, Spurs.
See you, matey. See ya.
See ya.
Cousin
So,
Coops.
you have some
Cousin
distant
Coops.
Italian
Yeah.
relatives. You
Didn't I
reckon?
had some relatives in Italy? Good to know.
Nice one. Looking forward to developing that relationship over the season,
of course,
maybe.
yeah.
All right. Who's
Oh, here
else?
we go. Look, Bob
Oh,
Spur.
hello,
Wow.
hello. Here he comes. Bob Spur TV is in the house.
He's,
now
the
we're in
old
for it.
furniture's
Now
coming
we're in
out.
for it. How are you doing, Bob? Lovely to see you, my friend.
Come on, you Spurs!
He's loving it. He's loving
Someone's
it, the
buzzing
boy.
about being the Arsenal. Come on.
Yeah,
Love it.
Never friendly, mate. Never friendly.
It didn't seem like a friendly the way it was played out there, did it? It seemed like a proper game.
Definitely. Atmosphere, the performances, the tackles, the nearly red cards.
Were you at the game, Bob?
Højbjerg. Sorry?
Were you at the game? No.
No, mate. No.
No, you weren't at the
My
game,
heart
sorry.
can't take it yet. No.
Oh, you're all
I
in
would
due
have loved
course.
to. I would love to.
All in due course, Bob. What were your main takeaways from the game for you?
Definitely Tanganga showing a bit of you really want to send me out on loan kind of performance statement. So that was good. And Sonny doing what he normally. But I think Lucas, he's playing like that normally, so it's not even classed as a really good performance. It's just
That's just more, isn't it?
Lucas performance.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's about time we all accepted we're all part of the Morosexual fan club.
That's it.
The only thing I have with Lucas, I just feel like he can do so much more.
I don't know why
I feel like he can do
you
so
and Ben
much
have
more.
just. I don't know what it is. You've just got a gripe against him.
No, we don't.
I love
Lucas.
He's often the best player, but instead of you going, "Wow, how good he played," he goes, "He's still frustrating."
Yeah, he
I
is.
just understand. You're
He's a
frustrating
winger.
to me.
No,
you frustrate
How many
me.
goals does he get? How many
No, but it's
assists
not
does he
about
get?
that.
Why
Like,
isn't it about that?
Because
he's one of our forward players. He needs to produce numbers.
When a game gets cagey, he's got twinkle toes to be able to get
He
bypass.
gets to the final third. He always
No,
makes the
mate.
wrong decision. He makes the wrong decision.
Like even
time
today, he
after
was
time.
probably the best player, but you don't even consider him the best player. That's
His
that's
dribbling
typical
ability.
Lucas.
Look, with dribbling ability like Lucas Moura, he has the best dribbling ability, probably arguably in the top 5 in the league. Dribbling ability. That's how good he is.
Yeah,
right?
but today he had a good game.
Yeah, he
But
did have a
you
good
have
game.
not mentioned him once.
Of course, it's a good thing, but he gets to the final third
Every
and he
time
doesn't
you
do
always say-
anything.
you
He
always say
screws
this
up.
about Moura.
More often than not, he will leave you wanting more.
If
My
it
gripe
was
about
up to
Lucas
you, you'd
is
have
how good he could
Llorente
be.
instead of Moura, wouldn't you?
My gripe about Lucas is how good he could be, not how good he is. He could be so much better.
But he's still good though now.
Yeah, but he could be
But
so
you
much
never
better.
say a good word about him.
No, that's
ever.
not true. We do.
He could be better. He could be better, and that's the thing. To expect a number 10, let's be honest, is excellent in number 10 position in the number 10 position, and the fact that I believe he should be in the first 11.
Yes.
To expect more from our players should be natural anyway. So, I think there's a lot more to come from him, and the fact that we can potentially see it come into the fore this season, I think it's great, mate. I think it's absolutely
It's good.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
And everyone says his best position's in number 10, but we're not going to be playing a number 10 this season in a 4-3-3. So where do you play him, on the left or the right?
Well, look, he's better down. He's definitely better down the middle. You know, and even though you start off with a certain formation, let's be honest, during a game, players get pulled all out of formation during the game. We saw Son like dropping back into defence today. You know, so I don't really. For me, formation's one thing, but in reality, when you watch a game, it doesn't all like bind to that, if you know what I mean. So I still think that when he is actually playing down the middle and he's actually getting on the ball, I actually think that he's very influential for us. I think he does a lot of good things. He's very positive on the ball, knows when to dribble, he actually errs on the side of taking risks, and then if he can't take that risk, then he plays it sideways. But I think a lot of the players that we've got, like Bergwijn and Dele, they'll get into that position and then they'll think take risk or play sideways. They'll play sideways all the time, and that's what I really like about Moore. He knows when to take a risk and knows when to retain the ball. He doesn't get enough credit for that. I really think he doesn't get enough credit for that.
Fair enough.
Love him.
Bob, we're a week away from the season. From what you've seen so far in pre-season and what you saw today, well, how are we shaping up?
One thing we wanted to see was a bit of progression from last season's play, and I think we can see the closing down from the front. That's great to see. It does make you wonder if Kane would actually fit into that pressing tactic that Nuno's bringing into the team. So let's wait and see. But we've got some good young players, good fitness. You know, in Bergwijn. I thought Bergwijn was good today as well. Yep, okay, he's not scored or created, but I think you could see that confidence coming to his game a bit more after that Chelsea game. So I thought he had a good game. But no, shaping up all right, mate. It's probably as close to a starting 11 that we'll see against Man City. Romero might come in, although he seems to be struggling with a bit of injury. But no, I'm confident. We get the right players in. We're going for top 4. I've said that right from
wow.
We'll get in the top 4.
Yeah. That's
top
a statement.
4.
That is a statement right there, isn't it?
I'm delusional, and our classic scores are sports Spurs. All right, it comes hand in hand.
You've got to be a Spurs fan, haven't you?
Absolutely. That's how it works out.
Yeah.
All right, Bob.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob.
Always good to see you. Sorry, go on. Is anything you want to mention? Go on.
Yeah, Ndombele. Are we seeing the end of the road for him?
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Nuno said Nuno. He can be part of Voice to Men. Look, Nuno after the game was asked about Ndombele. He said he's not injured, but he just feels like it's not the right moment to have him involved in the team. You can read into that what you will. I hope we're not seeing. I hope we're not seeing the end.
He's a luxury player, isn't he?
I really hope we're not seeing the end, because I feel like some things he can do, not many players can do in the Premier League, and that's a skill I wouldn't want to lose. But if he's not fully committed and he is considering his future and he doesn't want to be here, then I'll take a fee for him. Unfortunately, no player, as with Harry Kane, no player is bigger than the club, and that's the reality. I want him to succeed so bad, because I think he's got so much quality.
Do you know what? If we'd have signed him instead of Wanyama, we pissed the league that season.
You reckon?
Yeah. Because the biggest problem that we had that season is that we couldn't transition the ball quick enough from defence, and I think Dyer and Wanyama in that position, they were pretty pedestrian. But I think if you had an Ndombele in there to kind of like quickly, transition, I think we'd have absolutely destroyed that season. But anyway,
yeah, it seems like with Aurier and Sissoko leaving, he doesn't want to stick around. It seems.
Yeah, I just think I don't necessarily want a player who's going to take 6 weeks to get fit, who hadn't even been at the Euro. So that's a. I know he's had a baby, or his wife's had a baby, but even if 3 or 4 days were taken out of that to be at the birth, I don't think it should have affected him that he can't even be in a squad. Yeah. Never mind starting, but even in the friendly, I'm not sure if I'd want a player who can't get fit to that, or when he starts, we'll only get 70 minutes out of him. So as good as a player he is, and I do believe I've seen him do stuff that I only seen Gaza do before, which is quite an accolade. I'm not sure about him.
That's a shout.
End and bye for me.
Wow,
Indom bad bye. No, Indom bad bye or Indom bye bye?
Indom bye bye.
Bye bye. Wow. There we go. That's Bob Spurs' take on things. That's Bob, harsh. Always good to speak to you,
Thanks,
my friend.
Bob.
Thanks for coming on. I want to see if people agree with that. There we go. There we go. A lot of passionate Levy-outers on today. Loving it. All right, let's get Abdul on. Yes, Abdul.
Abdul Karim.
Oh, just as we get him on, he's crashed. Is he still there? Abdul?
Yeah.
He's feeling his hair? Oh, he's gone.
Sorry, Abdul. I heard a little crackle of something.
I don't know what happened. I think, is he back?
He's here.
Oh, there he is. He's back. Abdul, how you doing, my friend? Nice to see you.
I'm doing good. Can you guys hear or
We can
see me?
hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
See you both.
Where are you calling from, Abdul?
Canada, no?
Toronto, yeah, Canada.
Toronto,
Calling from
yeah.
Toronto, right? Okay.
Come on. Oh,
Nice.
he's been on the channel
Yeah,
before.
you know.
Okay. Well, sorry.
Come on, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, get up to speed, bro. Abdul, you watched the game today? Has he crashed again?
He's frozen.
Still there?
But what a freeze frame though that is.
Nice freeze frame.
What
It's
a
not, it's not the
freeze frame.
worst. There are worse freeze
Look at those
frames to be
pearly
on.
whites there.
Oh, there he is. He's you're kind of back.
You're kind of back if you. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. We got you. Abdul, you watched the game today? Spurs versus Arsenal. Good performance. It's always good to beat Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always good. Even though it's a
season, I always like to beat Arsenal. I'll fill in the gaps.
Okay. No, you could use what he's
After
gonna
you
say.
start the sentence
Sorry,
and I'll finish it
Abdul,
off.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure. We can't. You keep crashing. We'll try and get you on. Maybe you try and connect, disconnect, and then reconnect. Maybe we'll try and get you back on. Unfortunately, we can get you. Let's get
Oh my goodness, who's
Marcelo
this?
on.
Who's this?
Marcelo!
He's got-
oh, look at that. He is banging. He's come prepared.
Oh my god.
It's not friendly to Marcelo. There are no friendly.
me with that.
Friendly. Don't tell me it's not friendly. That hurt them, bro. Who needs Harry Kane when you got Ronaldo? Let's go.
What would it be? What would a post-match show be without Marcelo?
I don't know what it would be. It wouldn't,
like?
wouldn't be something I want to watch.
Let me just say this, bro. I'm not gonna, I'm really hyped right now because I'm gonna say this. Jokester FC is back. Clown FC is back. Arsenal FC is back. And you know what? It's gonna be AFTV, Netflix, and chill tonight, bro. It's gonna be a fun one. They're out there crying, bro. But by the way, there's preseason is looking like, that this charity game that might be for the Arsenal fans, bro, because it looks like they're gonna have a long season. That was a great performance. Great performance by Nuno's squad, bro. Nuno's tricky lily whites. We're gonna get top 4 this season. Believe it.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
Marcelo, what did you see today, or what are you seeing from Nuno that you might not have seen last season with Mourinho? Is there anything different, or are you just pumped as you normally are?
Bro, no, bro. When we played Arsenal those 2 games, we could barely have 30% possession against those men, bro. We were playing them off the park in that second half. First half we started out good, but there was Arsenal. They had their moments, but that's always going to happen in a North London derby. Tell me a game where it's always one-sided. It's always going to be back and forth. But bro, they only had 2 shots on target. They did nothing to us, bro. We should have had 4-0. We pumped those guys. It was good first touch football. Passing football, creating, crossing the balls. Tatenda, brilliant. I told you, Tatenda is our best right back. I said it.
Yeah,
I said he was our best right back.
I said it before the show. Actually, I said he should be ahead of Doherty.
He should, man. And Oliver Skip, man. What a player. What a baller, man. You know what I mean? Proactive. And this is what we were missing. This is what we were missing under, Mourinho. It's that proactive football, looking for the ball, wanting the ball, being brave, attacking. And I don't know why, but I got a good feeling about Nuno, Paratici, the Don, Papa Paratici, man. I got
the Godfather.
a good feeling, the Godfather, man. I got a good feeling that there is gonna be some good things happening at Spurs. It probably is delusion. Who knows? But you gotta have hope. You gotta have hope because
Marcelo, I've never seen you be negative ever, though. That's the thing. Well,
you should have seen him at the end of last season. You
I
were in Mexico.
I was in Mexico.
John.
I didn't see it, but Marcelo's just if you ever need a little bit of a pep talk, if you're ever feeling down in your life, you just inject a bit of Marcelo into your veins, and suddenly the world's looking a little bit brighter, isn't it?
But look, man. What a better way to start the season? The Arsenal's in the mud. They can't even trust the process. Like, they need these charity games, just so their fan base can cope. I'm telling you that all this money that we made for charity is going to go for this Arsenal fan base, because I think they're going to have a horrendous season, bro.
It is the Mind charity, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? If anything, this Mind charity games have been worse for these Arsenal fans' mental health, bro. That has been nothing, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we are absolutely pumped them, man. You know what I mean? Like, losing to Chelsea and then getting punked by Tottenham. Come on, man. Listen, it's gonna be AFTV and chill this season. Tottenham is back. It's gonna be so much fun.
The whole season,
not even today. This season. Oh my!
Just get excited, because there's a new era here, bro. It's the Paratici era. We finally got a director of football. We got some structure. We got structure here now. There's been order now in London, bro. And I'm telling you, Tottenham is back. We are back.
Order is being restored.
I love the positivity, but I
is
hold my
being
reservations
restored,
over
John.
the.
Listen to the man.
I remember when we signed, got appointed Jerry Francis. Everyone was saying this is the moment where we reinstate some order here. I remember those days. So that's when my eyes have seen the pain. I've seen the pain.
John, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. At the
I've been believing for 30 years. Anyway, I appreciate your plucky optimism, Marcelo. I appreciate it.
I'll say this: keep believing another 31 season, because this time you're gonna be right, bro. This time it's the Nuno era, bro. He's ready, bro. The Portuguese, the Portuguese Ric Flair, man. He's gonna go woo all over these people, bro. I can't wait.
Love it.
Oh
Come on, Marcelo.
All right, Marcelo.
Big up to you, man.
Love it. I feel better already.
All right, I'm pumped for the season now. I'm ready to go.
Marcelo
ready
therapy.
To go. Let's go, Marcelo. Big up to you. Thanks for coming on,
Thanks,
man.
Mate.
Always good to get Marcelo on. Whoa, that was an injection of energy we needed. Bloody hell.
I can't believe it. I feel like I can take on the world now. Whenever I speak to him, I could just.
Can't stop.
I'm going to start a business tomorrow morning. I'm going to invest in the cryptocurrency market. Do anything I want.
I'm going to go gym. I'm going to sign up for a gym tomorrow.
Dear, I'm going to do all
and a couple of super chats here from Brad Matthews. He says, absolute pleasure and privilege to be on We Are Tottenham TV post-match show with so many YouTube legends. Honoured to be part of the family. # come on you Spurs. And then there's Mintu Lee. Big up Mintu Lee.
Hang on. Did you just get trolled? You just get pranked.
I thought, no, it's not. I've been through this already. I've been with Mintu Lee. I was like, oh no.
You've been pranked.
Oh, is it?
You've been
is
trolled.
Mintu Lee a woman? I can't see from that picture. I think it actually
Is he a woman?
Is she? I can't tell from the picture. The picture's very pixelated. Anyway, Mintu Lee, I'll just say they. They said Lucas Moura is by far man of the preseason
fan club.
He became much better baller and still underappreciated.
He's underrated, mate. He's underrated.
Everyone in this club is due for an inconsistent run somewhere in the season, including Son, Kane. So Lucas is fine.
More than fine.
Extra fine.
If he was a parking ticket, he'd be fine.
Let's get well, thank you for your super chats. Let's get Ollie. Ollie is in the hello Ollie, how you doing, my friend? Oh, is he on mute? Is this our end?
We've muted you, Ollie.
No, I think it's not our end, it's your end, mate.
Ollie, can you unclick your mute button?
I think you might be on mute. I don't know if you can see the settings on the stream.
We're going to come back.
We'll come back to you, Ollie. I think
Remember, folks,
you've been muted.
unmute yourselves.
Yeah, you have to unmute yourself before coming on. Oh, look who it is. Look
there
who it is. The Irish Hotspur, it says. I'm pretty sure it's Hotspur. Bit of a misspelling there.
The Irish Totspur. He's a tot. That's actually quite a good nickname, Totspur, isn't it?
Go on, what was that, bro? What were you saying? Mate?
I was just saying, order. It's time to restore some order around here. North London is white. We are back.
Absolutely love it. Love it, David.
Outdoing Marcelo here.
Look at that. Order has been restored.
I don't know if you noticed, but they hate us that much. They put more white into their jersey this season. Right down the sides and everything else, they're absolutely ridiculous. And they changed the font on the back. It actually looks like a fake jersey they were wearing today. Do you not notice the font on the back changed?
Absolutely.
Who's Spurs or Arsenal's?
The player names.
I noticed Arsenal's font looked a little bit gothic, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. It looked a little bit like a Lord of the Rings style font, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
David, what did you make out of the performance today? Were you very, very happy with what you saw?
Yeah, I was very happy. Look, it's not friendly to me. You know what I mean? It's a North London derby. Right before the season starts off. At times, I actually thought I was watching wrestling because some of the challenges that were coming in on our players were ridiculous at times. Honestly, it was a joke. I thought I was watching WWE. But no, look, the first 10 minutes and first 15 minutes, we started off really well, I have to say. Then we kind of phased out of the game. But one thing I will say is we held in. We held in there. You know, Eric Dyer, I have to say, and Davison Sanchez actually looked fairly comfortable today. Dyer cleared everything that came into the box, and Sanchez long passes today were it's something I thought I'd never ever see, to be honest with you. So fair play to him. Then as the second half went on, look, we just bossed the second half, in my opinion. You know, it was kind of like cruise control, really. I really love Tanganga at right back, I have to say. I do think he can do a job there. You know, nowadays, I know going forward is a big thing in football, but if we need a defensive right back like Tanganga done today, it's absolutely perfect because when we played them last time we had Doherty, he got spun by the same move every single time, the whole 90 minutes. And Tanganga, it didn't happen to Tanganga today because he's a defensive right back. He was in the position the whole time. He knows how to defend. I also want to give Skip a massive big up today. Honestly, the guy just got stuck in. What I love about this guy, like Marcelo was saying, he's proactive. He's up there whole quick, which means he can get his foot in and you know, dig the ball out and stuff like that. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I have to say, Dele Alli as well today. Look, I know a lot of people is a bit marmite on this, but I actually thought Dele Alli had a good game. The only thing I noticed with Dele Alli is in the first half there was a period where we couldn't keep the ball and he was still trying flicks in his own half. Just in them periods, you just need him to get his foot on the ball and keep the ball and control it just to kind of ease the pressure off us. But all in all, I actually thought he had a good game. He probably should have scored today. But it's the best I've seen from Dele Alli in a long time, I have to say.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought Dele had a decent game today actually as well.
I see. Brian said he had a bad game. You're saying he had a good game. This is like he's a Marmite player, right?
Yeah, I don't know what game Brian was watching then, to be honest with you, because I thought Dele Alli was heavily involved. I really do. I thought he was brilliant today. You know, only bar the sloppy few passes, I actually thought he was fantastic today.
Yeah, nice one. And look, David, it's a week away from the season. How are we looking? What do you reckon?
Nah, look, I'm positive, lads. I'm always positive going into the season. Look, it can't get any worse than what we've seen last season. That's where I'm coming from. It can't be any worse. We can't see players not wanting to try any less. I do believe I actually get a bit of a Poch vibe off this situation right now. A lot of people, look, I know we've only signed Golini and Romero, reported we could get Martinez in. But Sessignon coming back in, we haven't seen him. He's been injured. He's back in training. Skip coming in. They're like two new signings coming in, you know, that we didn't have last season. It provides competition for places. We got Brian Gill there as well. I actually think we can take a punt at top 4 this season. I'd be happy to take top 4 in a cup and heading back in the right direction. I really do. Yeah, I'll tell you why. I think we can catch Liverpool. Like if they can get another few injuries, you know, you have Salah who doesn't really want to be there. You have a couple of players like that, and they've only signed Konate. I do believe that we can definitely take 4th.
I think that's brave.
Very brave.
That's really brave to say that. I really do believe that's really brave to say that.
Well,
but anyway, look,
David's
I love the
a brave
positivity.
person.
You're a brave person. You're out braving Marcelo here, but we'll take that. If we could have a little bit of that, I'll inject that into my veins as well. So there we go.
Brilliant.
Look, season is rolling around. It starts next week. Everyone get behind the boys, get behind the team. Let's get some of this negativity out of the fan base, and let's believe going into the season for once. Come on, you Spurs.
All right, David. Always good to see you, my friend. And
Cheers,
I'm
matey.
sure we're gonna look to get you on very regularly throughout the season.
Yeah.
And your pre-match pump-ups are coming back. Looking forward to that, my friend.
Yeah, look, guys, there's no better man in the business than me to get for a game. You know, especially since I do have that bit of delusional about me. You know, it kind of helps. So look, yeah, get over for the pre-match pump-ups. Come on and have your say. Come on and speak to us. That's what we want. It won't happen without you guys. So I want all the support and love I got off the We Are Tottenham TV Army last season. I want the same again this season. And they're going to be even better. Trust me, and I'm going to be even more hyped. Let's go.
Looking forward to it, David. Always a pleasure having you on, my friend. And we'll see you in a bit.
See you, lads. Good to see you back, John boy.
Cheers, matey. Thanks, mate. And also, make sure you check out the Irish Hotspur channel on YouTube as well. The guy is absolutely, obsessed with Spurs. The guy is always doing videos every day. He's bringing new fans on. He makes everyone wear a flat cap like he's wearing right now. That's the initiation process if you wear the flat cap on his channel.
Part of the flat cap.
As I said before, this channel has inspired other people to create their own channels. The Irish Hotspurs created his own channel. Make sure you check him out. Every night I watch it. About 10 p.m. He likes a nice late night Spurs debate. So please check him out. He's a great guy, and he's a regular on the channel. So cheers for that. And
look, I appreciate the kind words. You didn't even need to do that, lad. I appreciate that. And enjoy your watch-alongs this season, guys, as well. And good to see you back, John. You've been missed. I don't agree with you an awful lot, but you've been missed. You've been missed. And I want to see that show back out with Sim where you just sit there for 2 hours arguing.
Ranting. We're going to get the rant back. We're definitely going to bring the rant back.
That's coming back, my friend. That's definitely coming back.
Yeah.
Right, see you, David.
I've taken enough airtime. There's people in the background. I'll see you later on. Come on.
See you in a bit, mate.
See you, matey.
Come on.
See you later.
AFTV.
Cheers.
TV show. Love it, David. Super chat from the Yid Kid. He says, thanks for having me on. Hope one day I could have you guys on my channel. We're more than happy to come on your channel.
Did we have him on?
Oh, Dan THFC is the Yid Kid, yeah.
So he changed his name?
He had to change his YouTube name.
Kid.
I know.
I like the Yid Kid.
I think he got complaints or something,
Did
so
he?
he just changed it. Well,
I quite like the Yid Kid.
I think David also used to have Yid in his name, and he had to change it.
It's a shame, isn't it?
He says North London is white. Harris Army. Can't wait for the next one. Hashtag COYS. Hashtag Enoch out. So that's Dan THFC with the super chat. Thank you very much for your super chat. Let's get Abdul back on. Let's get him back on.
How are we doing now?
Let's try again. Take two.
How was my internet? Is it still a little wonky?
It seems all right now.
It's okay now.
I think so. I think you seem stable for the time being. We'll see how it goes. Oh, and it's gone. Oh, sorry, Abdul, man. It's cut out again. It's not a very flattering
no.
Poor Abdul. I'm sorry, Abdul.
He's a real trier, isn't he?
Look, Abdul, if you write a comment or something, we'll read it out. Unfortunately, the internet hasn't allowed us.
Poor Abdul.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, send a video in.
Or send
Abdul.
a video, and if you send it to WeAreTottenhamTV at Gmail, we'll get it posted. Yeah. If you send an email, a video of I feel like we should. I feel bad for him.
He's really tried.
He has tried a couple of times, and another guy who's tried it once already. Let's get Ollie back on. Take two, Ollie. How are you doing? You're still muted. I still can't hear you, my friend.
It's the same Groundhog Day scenario with
Ollie. It's on the phone. If you go on the settings, I think it's on. If you're on the phone, Ollie, I think it's on the settings. It should be a unmute thing. In the okay, let's get Tatenda on in the
Tatenda,
meantime.
I like that name.
Tatenda,
like a Street Fighter name, doesn't it?
Street Fighter.
No matter how bad Arsenal are, it always feels good winning. Jerseys disappear in the street. Everyone's father was an Arsenal fan. Now you don't see them.
You don't hear from them after a defeat. They're all going back into their
holes.
They're going to Arteta out holes and everything like that. They're back on the Arteta out.
Arteta still have a job.
Well,
the process.
Well, how is he still breathing life after he was clashing with Hojbjerg on the pitch? I don't know if you saw that.
Look like when your buff child and the weak PE teacher want to fight.
Love that. What did you make out of the game then, Tatenda?
Good game. Dele Alli being Dele Alli, having a good preseason, then disappointing us like the past 3 seasons. Yeah.
You reckon he's going to have a good season? What do you reckon?
I don't
No?
see it. No. Sometimes when you watch Dele Alli, it looks like his technical ability just disappears. You know, it just looks like it gets worse season after season after season. Or maybe it's because we do the wrong things with him.
He just cut off. Oh, Tatenda's just gone.
Dele Alli's agents came on and
I think so. He's just cut him off completely. Sorry, mate. Try and reconnect. We'll try and get you back on.
Let's talk about what he just said, though.
Oh, there seems to be a back-end error. Apologies.
Can we talk about that, though, whilst he's off?
Yeah.
He's the most Marmite player at the club, isn't he?
Well, he is. I think for a couple reasons. First of all, because he's been off the boil for 2 years, or probably 3 years even, you can probably say.
Yeah.
Because, as you say, the way he plays, if he's not scoring goals or doing things in the final third, he can be very much a liability.
Because even though he played technically in midfield in his peak seasons, he was actually playing. If you look at the heat maps,
very far forward
as a striker. Actually, the furthest player forward
at his best.
Because we dominated the ball back then, he gets away with it. But then when the team starts to sort of dwindle a little bit, he's been asked to play more of a crucial role in midfield. He's not a midfielder,
and that's the thing, when you're losing possession in the final third,
he's not someone that's going to win the ball back.
When you're being a bit wasteful in the final third, you can kind of look past that. When you're being wasteful in the midfield and you're putting us in danger. He did play it a couple times under Poch and effectively. He doesn't
have the pace or the work rate to be a midfielder.
That's the thing. Especially now, you need to be a proper workhorse to be a midfielder. Of course.
If you're camped out in the opposition's half and they're like pinned back into their own 18-yard box, Dele Alli's brilliant because he's the one that can just like thread a little flick or trick or flick on the edge of the area. Suddenly looks brilliant. But when you play a team that's pressing you and you're camped out in your own half more and you're asked to do more of the donkey work, that's not his role. He doesn't look good in that position.
And he can very quickly be a liability.
Then he becomes a liability, So it's like you got to play to his strengths if you want to get the best out of him.
But the thing is, Nuno looks like he wants to play a 4-3-3. He does want to play with the man in the hole. That's what it looks like at the moment.
Yeah, well, it depends how the whole team are playing at the time. If they're camped out, pressing high, then it looks good. If they're kind of playing that formation but like sitting deep, then he doesn't look good.
Well, maybe he needs more aggressive people around him.
Yeah,
to
he
help
does.
compensate.
Yeah, he does. He needs a team. Well, I mean, if you look at the 2017 team, we were
very aggressive,
very very aggressive.
Walker, Rose, Wanyama, Dembele,
and actually, if you look at Dele's performances, he was just basically trying to nutmeg as many players as he could. That was his whole.
And he knew if he lost the ball, he had Dembele and Wanyama mopping up for him.
So he could play with a lot of freedom back then, but he can't play with that same amount of freedom as he did.
I tell you, when he never looked, he looked at his absolute best. Wasn't even in when we played 4 at the back. It was when we played 3 at the back. And he had 3 defenders covering him.
What year?
He had 2 in 16-17.
16-17.
When we had 3, when we played that 3 at the back system. When we beat Chelsea, he scored twice. Yeah. At White Hart Lane, we ended Chelsea's unbeaten run.
Which season are we talking about here?
Last season at White Hart Lane.
Last season? Last season at White Hart Lane.
White Hart Lane.
Oh, so the season where we lost to Chelsea?
No,
we lost to Leicester.
No, we lost to Chelsea.
Yeah.
But we beat them at White Hart Lane. They had just had a 14-game winning run. Yeah. We beat them at White Hart Lane. He scored a double. He scored a brace, right? Don't you remember that game?
I actually can't remember that, but I know we
very
finished
famous game.
86
Whatever.
points.
That
but
season,
that season.
We played a lot of the time. We played 3 at the back. Yeah, and we had Wanyama and Dembele in midfield, and we had Walker and Rose at fullback. So he had all the cover in the world. Basically, my point.
He needs cover.
That's my point.
Dele
he had all
is
the
at his
cover
best
in the world
when he has cover. If there's no cover, then he's asked to be the cover.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where he's no good.
All of a sudden, when he's asked to track back for Davis and Trippier,
that's not his role. That's not his game.
You've got Davis and Trippier covering for him, and you've got Winks in midfield.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same.
Given the right circumstances and the right conditions, he can be brilliant, Dele Alli. But we haven't seen it for a few years.
Let's get the Joracle on. Oh, is he just cut off?
The Joracle?
The Joracle, we called him Jory. You know, the Joracle. Is he on? Have we got him on? Jory, do you mind just quickly... Oh, one sec. Let's try reset the connection, Jory, because we were looking at you. It seemed to be cutting off a bit. There you go. Let's get him back on.
8 pixels of you there.
Let's get Jory on. One sec.
Hello.
Jory, how are you doing, my friend? Yeah, we can hear you. We can see you. We're doing well. It was a good game today against the Arsenal. I was enjoying it a lot. How did you think? What did you think of it?
No, I thought it was quite a good game. Yeah, I think we're seeing more of what we saw in the Chelsea game. I'm liking this discussion about Dele, by the way, because I think Dele's had a real wake-up call. I think not getting selected for the England squad was a big shock to him, really. And I've been following him on Instagram for a while now. And last year he was playboying it in Dubai as well. But this year he was kind of spending all summer training, or at least that was what he was posting, instead of jet skiing and so on. So I think he's very serious about.
Oh, is he cut off again?
I'll finish this. He's very
Getting
serious
another
about
chance
proving
both
himself in the
at
team.
Spurs and just his. Yeah, I think so. And just in general, just like I think he realized like football is what should be the main thing, not pretending to be a rapper or partying or whatever.
That's it.
So,
yeah.
But what do you think of his performance today? Do you think he looked like a man with a point to prove today? Were you happy with what you saw?
Well, I think you just touched on some of the main points with Delhi. So if Delhi is playing his best, exactly like you guys said, because of his lack of pace and his kind of, if you want to be positive, you can call it brave play, taking chances, trying to go for really tight angles and not making players and stuff like that. And when it works, you'll get a goal out of it. When it doesn't work, you might get a counter attack on your hands. That is to say, especially if you're playing deeper, So that's gonna be that's what we saw so much, and Mourinho hated and kind of. We weren't happy about either, but that's kind of the problem with Delhi is like he doesn't provide that, so the best version of Delhi, he needs some super fast defenders and he needs to be further forward. I agree. And once you're talking about further forward, I don't even know that he has the numbers to kind of justify it, the kind of play that he aspire, like the best kind of play he provides, that's kind of what you get from the Ronaldos, the Messis, whatever, and they can like the sheer numbers just stack up to where it's justifiable, where you'll build around that, a team around that. But Delhi is not that, as good as he is on his best days, not that. So I don't know, maybe Delhi can reinvent himself in some way. But of course, especially in the Premier League, if you don't have the pace and if you don't have the stamina or the discipline to run a lot, it's going to be a problem always. It's not going to be less of a problem now with Nuno. Nuno is definitely going to be demanding that. So
I agree. And go on. You go on. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say. I mean, what I can say to maybe give Delhi a bit of a shot at it is that him and Lucas can do some pretty brilliant things together. I think we need to realize, like I think John realizes this already, but like you guys were having a bit of an argument about Lucas, and Simu rightfully said he's wasteful, he's a forward, he's supposed to be more clinical and all that, and that is definitely his problem. But what I think Lucas doesn't realize, and the club as well, and all the managers prior, is that Lucas is probably like a world-class playmaker with a lot of goals in him. And that's what he should be like focusing on. But everybody, including Lucas himself, have been looking more as a end product guy, where he should be a part of the creative part of the play and just hold the ball and beat players in that hole in the middle. That's where we can draw out the center backs when they're sitting deep on us, and we can make a lot of we can make movement in the defenses that are sitting back on us.
Exactly.
I agree with that, because he's probably one of the best players in the league, let alone at Tottenham, at beating players, committing players, and drawing other defenders out. But that's my point. I just think he's incredible.
You don't like
at that.
him. You just don't like him.
I never said I don't like him. I do like Lucas.
You actually
I like Lucas.
You like
Moura.
Llorente more than Moura.
No, what are you talking about?
You rated Llorente higher than Moura.
When
we did our ratings.
What rate? Probably for that season.
Yeah,
probably.
that season. I can't believe that.
I can't remember what you're
cannot
talking
believe
about.
that.
I can't remember what you're talking about. But
no, I just don't.
Lucas Moura,
you don't give Moura enough credit.
For how good he is, he should be doing a lot more in the final third. That's just my opinion. He should be a lot more effective. He's basically on the precipice of being a world class player. That is my point.
Yeah,
he hasn't made he hasn't made that step up to being a world class because of his decision making. That's not why he gets enough.
He doesn't get game time.
He gets enough.
No, he did. Last season he didn't get enough game time.
No, he gets more than
he didn't. He got a stretch of games towards the end.
it's a little bit of what came first, the egg or the chicken, you know, and it's like if now Lucas can maybe understand, and maybe Nuno, I think Nuno knows this and wants to play him like that. And I think if they can both get their mentality around, okay, playmaking is my main role here, Lucas is going to be great, I think. And also because you say, Sim, rightly, that he's not clinical enough, and like there's a lot of wasted shots and all that. But if you were to take every goal that starts with Lucas throughout the years, it's a lot more than people realize. His high pressing, his speeding somebody on the middle in the
His
start
work
of the
rate is
counter, and
insane, mate.
Yeah,
His work rate is insane.
Yeah. And also another really important point is that, you know, we've just gone through a squad and we're getting them out the door now, where entitlement and kind of sitting on their laurels has been dominating these last couple of years. Lucas is just the type of guy that will never give himself an excuse to be lazy or not do his thing, and so on. And that's also the culture we need to manifest in there.
Yeah, that's that used to be the Spurs type of play, you know, the way we used to play. You know, everyone gave their absolute all on the pitch. They left everything on the pitch, you know.
Exactly.
Absolutely true.
And sometimes I kind of feel like our facilities is kind of almost a symbol of the complacency. You know, it's kind of like the massage tables got too comfortable for the players. You know, there's too little grit left in our club. You know, so but hopefully that's not true. And I think Nuno's a real ball breaker, so he'll make them work for it. And I think now looking back at it, I kind of think also the players are kind of embracing that, especially like a Jet Delhi and so on, who wants another chance at a real shot. They're embracing it after Mourinho's little bit, clearly a very lackey physical emphasis, you know. Also, I was happy to see, I know he's a legend in the club and all that, but I was happy to see Ledley King letting go, because, you know, you shouldn't, like in business in general, you shouldn't mix friends and family, you know. We should learn this in Tottenham, you know, when we're taking ex-players and so on. It's very rarely the best thing to do, you know, even though they might deserve our loyalty and all that. We need to, like, they can be ambassadors, whatever. We need to find other ways of getting that through. If it's a matter of maybe helping somebody out, getting their credentials as a coach and making them coach the younger players, whatever, that's fine, like Mason and so on. That's great. But once we're dealing with our first squad, we really need to be all business and not have this.
I agree with that. And Ledley King didn't even have his coaching badges. And he didn't have his coaching badges.
There's too much sentimentality when it comes to like the first team training around the first team squad. Yeah, true. That's a really great point.
Jory, it's always good to speak to you, my friend. Always good to have you on.
Guys.
Looking forward to getting your opinions over the season. It's going to be a long one. Looking forward to it.
All right.
All right, apologies about that. Some technical difficulties. We are back. That was the Joracle giving his opinions on all things Spurs. Always good to get his opinions on. I think he made some very good points. I think about Dele Alli and about Lucas Moura and about Spurs sentimentality when in the coaching staff and stuff like that. I think it's always good to get the Joracle on. Are we getting other? Is anyone else in the back end at the moment, or waiting for other people? There was some people there. I think they with our technical difficulties, they got kicked out. There's a super chat from Mintu Lee, says this one specially for Jory, spot on, and about 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thumbs up from Mintu Lee. All right, let's get who's that in the back end? Jack. Are you there, Jack? Oh, there he is. Let's get him on. Hi, Jack. How you doing, my friend?
I'm fine. You?
Yeah, all good, mate. We've just beaten the Arsenal. What's not to be happy about? What was your opinion on the game? Yeah, you enjoyed it?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, what were your main takeaways from the game?
I reckon Lucas is showing some great sign of quality. Don't know about you, so I heard about the argument earlier.
I mean, I agree.
He's the most underrated player at the club.
He always shown signs of quality. I've never disagreed with that.
Everyone underrates him.
I just think he can do more. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly, and that's my point. But what was your overall assessment of we were a week away from the season? How you think we're shaping up?
I reckon we're looking very good. I think Son's really good at top. I reckon he could probably do something, even if we do get rid of Kane. I reckon he can do a good job at striker. I don't know about yous, but I reckon he's quality at striker.
Yeah, I think he looks quite good, and he's going to start the season up front, clearly. One player no one's really talked about today is Giovanni Lo Celso. He came on and had pretty good cameo today. Are you expecting big things from him this season?
I reckon he'll have his best season at Tottenham by a long way. I reckon maybe a couple more goals, a couple more assists. I reckon he'll do very, very well.
And do you reckon Nuno can get the best out of Dele Alli again? We've had the people being very back and forth today about Dele. What's your opinion on him?
I think he can do well, but I don't know about him yet.
Why not? Why are you so hesitant on him?
I don't know. He pulls off a few tricks, but I don't think they really come off that well.
Fair enough. Where do you reckon Tottenham are finishing next season? What's your prediction?
I think if we keep Kane, get another centre back, get a right back, I reckon we could probably challenge for the top for first place.
Fourth place, you say?
Yeah,
fourth place. Sorry.
I reckon if we sort out our defence, we could definitely challenge for title.
The title?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to do a spit take there. I was getting worried to shield. Wow. Title. We're going to finish what if...
come on, Jack. Come on, behave yourself. How much you had to drink? Come on.
This is what a win against Arsenal does to
behave
us.
yourself.
This is what a win against Arsenal does to the fan base, John.
Come on. They talk about us being deluded. Come on, Jack. Put it in order. Come on.
No, if we keep Kane, we sort our defence, I reckon we can really challenge for the title.
Oh my gosh. Oh my giddy gosh.
Bloody hell. Jack,
we like we love the optimism.
We do, we love the optimism.
You've outdone Marcelo.
Alright, always good to have you on, Jack.
But I really do think top 4 is our priority, and I think we can do that with Romero in now.
Who of Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and United are dropping out?
And
Leicester.
Wait, you're asking for my top 4?
If your Spurs are getting top 4, which of those 4 are dropping out? Liverpool, Chelsea, City, or United?
I reckon United, because I don't think they're very good against top 6 teams. If you look at their record last season, they weren't.
Yeah, but they got Sancho and Varane.
True. But is Sancho really that good?
He's better than anything we have.
No, I reckon
unfortunately.
Lucas
you reckon Lucas is better than Sancho? Come on, my friend. Oh man,
you hate.
Come
you
on,
hate
Jadon Sancho is the next level. I'm sorry, he's next level. to Lucas Moura. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
maybe. I don't know though.
And Rafael Varane is about 5 levels above anything we have at the moment. Maybe not Romero, but
I
he's
think-
definitely better than anything else.
Oh, so definitely moon boots.
I think Romero is a class centre back. He is going to be probably challenging Varane when he gets older.
I'm hoping you're right, but
Top
bloody
4.
hell.
Wow. Okay.
Top 4. Well, you said title if we keep
What do
Kane.
you think? I never asked you.
I said top 6.
Yeah.
Top 6, I reckon.
Top
unfortunately,
6?
Yeah, top 6, and maybe a
So
trophy.
what's your
trophy.
position? Name a position that you think will finish. Name
6th, and I think reckon win the League Cup.
6th and League Cup. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Right.
that's
What
what.
about
I
Europa
reckon.
Conference?
Yay.
And maybe a Europa Conference win. I'm not if we can be asked. All right, Jack.
Cheers, Jack.
Thanks for coming on, my friend.
All right, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye
See you
bye.
later.
That's it. All right. I think unfortunately we've run out of time.
Where's Ben? Where's the Ben's footage of?
Yeah, he didn't. He
So
did.
Ben was at the game today.
He
But he
was.
was obviously had a
He's
few
having
too
a
many
good
jars,
time.
didn't he? Having a good time.
He's having a good
good
time.
time.
Ben.
Having
He's
a good
having
time.
one. No, it's not. That's it. I want to thank everyone for joining us for the
Yep.
post-match fan show. Thank you, everyone, for who called in. Apologies for anyone who was in the back end and then got cut off due to technical difficulties. We'll try and get you back on for the morning show, which will be going live tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. It will be Ben and myself, John.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be having you back in due course on Thursday, probably.
Yeah. This
Thursday?
Thursday?
This Thursday, I think. Hot
Yeah.
sparring?
Are we? Are
Are
we
we?
hot sparring?
Maybe.
Oh, we're going to
we're
bring
in
up the hot spar.
discussions.
We don't have anything to hot spar on.
All right, maybe we'll see.
We'll have to wait and see.
Always good to have you on, John. Thank
Yeah,
you
thanks,
very much
matey.
for running the watch along.
Yeah,
Thank
cheers.
you all the callers, all the comments. And by the way, before we leave, please make sure you like the stream. It really does help us with the algorithms. It really does help us support the channel. So if you just scroll down and smash the like button before you end the stream, that would be brilliant. But we are going to be finishing the show. Thank you everyone for joining us today for the watch along and for the post match fan show. We'll see you all again tomorrow morning for the live show where we'll have a lot to discuss with the Lautaro Martinez deal and any other updates that happen between now and then. Thank you very much for joining me. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always,
Lucas Moura.
come on, you Spurs.